Alright lads, welcome to another Monster Hunter Rise video. Today we've got 15 tips and tricks and even some settings changes for me to give to you. Some of this information might have already been given to you before, but I've just thought I'd recap some of these. Also, if you are new to Monster Hunter Rise, you probably wouldn't have seen any of these tips and tricks, and if you are new to Monster Hunter in general, this will definitely help you out in that regards. These tips will be in the following categories: wirebugs, settings, combat, farming and forging. As I said, there probably is one or two you wouldn't have heard even if you are like a veteran at the game. But if you have happened to know all of them, definitely leave it in the comment section below. And if any of these tips or tricks do actually help you, also leave that in the comment section below as well. I'm also new to uploading to Monster Hunter Rise. This is my only second video, so all likes and new subs would be muchly appreciated if you do like to do so. I'm coming over from Dauntless, so I am just trying to find my bearings with Monster Hunter. But nevertheless, enjoy the video. Starting off with tip number 1. When you do wirebug onto a wall and then jump off and then hold yourself with another wirebug, you do regenerate your stamina back, allowing you to jump back on the wall with full stamina. You can keep doing this until obviously your wirebugs actually run out. So if you are trying to climb a big wall, I suggest obviously having 3 wirebugs. But regardless, if you are just trying to scale a wall, you can just get a bit more stamina, just to help you on your way. As the last tip, you can actually allow yourself to throw bombs or any other endemic life forms you have, but obviously if you are using bombs you have to be careful, because if you don't spam that A button after you throw the bomb, you will get hit in the combustion effects, as you're going to see just in a moment. Many of the weapons use wirebug moves, which actually grants you invincibility iframes, which allows you to not actually get hit in motion. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of these now, but you have to obviously try them out for yourself because there is quite a few of them. Moving on to the settings tab of the video, we've got the FOV slider allowing you to zoom in and out to as far as you want. I recommend putting it to the highest one because it's not too much of a difference, but it does help you with seeing the monsters a lot more clearer when you are close up to them. I recommend everyone does this next setting change, and that is changing your press button to short. By default, I'm pretty sure it's set to medium length, but also this basically just allows you to get on your palamute quickly without having to actually hold down the B button. As you can see the difference right now, it's actually just it's pretty much instant from when you press the A button. This next setting I saw actually on a YouTube video before, and I think it does help certain people, and I get the point of it, but it basically allows you to change your radical wheel to touch instead of just swiping it as you already just saw. By this you just change it from type 1 to type 2. This basically means when you are choosing a item on your radical wheel, you actually got to slide across it and then press your stick in at the same time. Some people like it, I don't personally, but give it a try, you might actually like it. Moving on to the combat section of these tips. This is an old but gold one, but some people might actually not know. But when the monster is asleep, put some bombs around, because your next attack you deal will actually deal, I'm pretty sure, up to double damage. Quote me if I'm wrong, but it's around that. But I do recommend doing your best, most powerful attack to wake it up with the bombs, as you can see right now. If you do want to get the most out of your palicos and palamutes, I do recommend running 2 palicos, especially the gathering ones. This basically will allow them to use their pilfer ability, which is the plunder ability from world, allowing you to gain more materials, and especially those higher earned materials when you're in the high ranks, but like the Rathalos ruby and the Rathian ruby. It's more of a higher chance to actually get these with these pilfer abilities. So I do recommend running 2 if you are trying to farm those hard to get sought after materials. Even though this was only a low rank Nagaruga, if you are looking for more materials in your hunts and being the most efficient, I do recommend running 2 palicos. As you can see, the items gathered here and plundered is significantly more than normal. So yeah, I do recommend running 2 if you are trying to up the ante of your rewards. This is another easy one, but if you didn't already know, you can go to your hunter's notes and go to large monsters. You can then narrow down the monster you are farming or fighting and look at its physiology. You can see what they're weak to, their weak spots, and what element you should be bringing to the fight. Also the ailment, like the poison, stun, the paralysis, whatever it's weak to, will also be shown here. And also the materials which you are looking for will be shown in the next section. This goes for high and low rank, and it shows you what you should be looking for if you're going for hunts, or if you should be also capturing the monster. Onto the farming section of the video. The first thing you should be looking for is when you go to expeditions. If you are, for instance, looking for farming certain things, as you can see here, the upsurge has mining crops. If it has an upsurge of local items, you go for this particular area for those particular items. As you can see right here, an upsurge of mining outcrops will allow you to actually see more mining outcrops in the expedition. Running on from the last tip, running geologist free if you are hunting for farming materials for money, or just general farming for particular materials. If you are farming, this allows you to gather them 3 times the rate, as you can see right now, and it's a really handy skill. Next tip is when you bring up your map, this will show you obviously the whole map. Nothing is on it as a base standard, but you can press R to the other endemic lives. This can really help you narrow down stuff which you are trying to farm, especially if you're going for those sought after items like the Shining Rhino or the Colossal Bloom. These are actual items for the submarines, for your palicos to go off and farm for you. So definitely be utilizing this icon list selection, and make sure you are obviously scouting for these particular items. Moving on to the foraging section and the final part of the video. First things first, the Mighty Bow Feather. This is acquired by the area arena. You have to gain Barrier coins, Rajang coins, Hunter King and Ace Hunter coins. Obviously Rajang and Barrier is just in the arena, you just fight them and you will just get these as you clear them. Hunter King coins you will just generally get for clearing them, but Ace Hunter coins are the ones you need to be getting S rank, I believe. If I am wrong, definitely correct me, but I'm pretty sure you need to get S ranks to give you a better chance of getting these Ace Hunter coins. But you definitely need this for your bow classes because it gives you bow charge plus level 1, and this is the only item currently in the game which gives you bow charge plus, and I recommend you definitely getting this as soon as you possibly can. Just for some reason you don't know where the arena is, you just go over here in the gathering hall to Master Azushi, and here it is. It's actually my favourite tip, and that is to use your wish list to make sure you are farming the stuff you want to farm for. By this, you just go onto the weapon or armor piece you want, select X, and then you can put it into the directory here. If you want to look at these, look at this wish list, you just back out, scroll across here to the wish list, and it will bring up everything you've planted in the wish list. If you want to see the whole required materials for the wish list, you just press R, and there's all of them there, all stacked into one little book. Moving on to the last and final tip, that is finding Sinister Cloths and Sinister Dark Cloths. If you are trying to find Sinister Dark Cloths, I recommend going to high rank and finding this particular icon, the bone pile with the sparkly glow. To get Sinister Cloths, this isn't the best way, but to get Sinister Dark Cloths, I found by using this and with a Lagnapple in the high rank ones with the shiny bone pile, you will get the Sinister Dark Cloths. If you go on low rank and get these shiny bone piles, as shown here, then without using a Lagnapple, you probably will get maybe one, but if you put a Lagnapple on the shiny bone pile with low rank, you're going to get quite a few Sinister Cloths and probably none Sinister Dark Cloths. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I said, if one of these tips did actually help you, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. And with that being said, guys, thank you very much again, and I will see you guys in the next video.